You're going to have to add this one to your you just can't make this stuff up file. So I came up with the idea for the final experiment to go to Antarctica to see what the sun does last year in 2023. And then that began the pretty arduous task of trying to figure out, how do you get to Antarctica? Uh, how far south do you have to go in order to see if there's a 24-hour sun on the globe model? All kinds of things. How much does it cost? And so fast forward to 2024, and the first thing I find out is that, oh, William Shatner is going to Antarctica. Oh, he's going at almost the same time as the final experiment. I honestly just thought that was a crazy coincidence, and it makes sense. The man is in his 90s, he's still in relatively good health, and he's checking off bucket list items. And let's be honest, going to Antarctica, there's not much of a bigger flex than that. I know people who consider themselves world travelers, and they've been to usually 6 continents and have not been to Antarctica. So it's a pretty cool thing to do. Not a big deal. By the way, William Shatner is also inviting 260 people. Anyone, anywhere in the world can sign up to go to Antarctica with William Shatner this December. Okay, then I find out Neil deGrasse Tyson is also going to Antarctica this December. He's going with William Shatner, and that one was a little strange to me, but not that strange. I mean, again, Neil deGrasse Tyson has never been to Antarctica. Who wouldn't want to go to Antarctica? And so I find out he's going. The weird thing about Neil deGrasse Tyson is that he acted like he didn't know, and that it was like a surprise all of a sudden in June that he's going to Antarctica. So again, that's what got my, you know, ears up and my, conspiracy theory ears going to figure out, okay, what's going on here? And that's when I came up with this crazy idea of, what if he's going so that he can say he saw a 24-hour sun and use that against the flat earth side. Okay, now this one gets really weird. Scott Kelly is also going to Antarctica this December. Why? Why Scott Kelly, right? Now, again, Scott Kelly, if you don't know who he is everyone's favorite astronaut. Everyone's. Yes, the globe side, he's their favorite astronaut, and the flat earth side, he is their favorite astronaut. Don't think I am misrepresenting things here. It's all in the spelling, you see? He is the globe side's favorite astronaut, spelled N-A-U-T, and he's the flat earther's favorite astronaut, spelled N-O-T. See, I'm picking this up. I understand the debate that's going on here. Why Scott Kelly? Why does a NASA astronaut need to go to Antarctica, especially right now, this December? Again, I can't answer that. All I can say is, what a golden opportunity they're going to have, because this 24-hour sun, supposed 24-hour sun in Antarctica, is something that the flat earth side has been saying for years would falsify flat earth. They've been saying for years it would prove a globe. And so why not send a celebrity, a famous scientist, and a NASA astronaut to Antarctica to say, now going forward, hey, we saw this 24-hour sun with our own eyes. Sounds like a perfect setup, right? Well, I think this is where everyone needs to thank me. It's okay, you don't have to. But what am I talking about? Here's what I'm talking about. How do you beat this? What is a way to beat this? If they are all collaborating and going together to Antarctica, and by the way, they will be there on the solstice. They'll be there on December 21st. And just in case, because people are thinking they're not going to be far enough south, go look at their itinerary. If you look at their itinerary, stop number 9 on the list is the Antarctic Circle. So they would be far enough south to see a 24-hour sun, especially on the solstice. So if this is their plan to get famous people and celebrities and scientists and NASA astronauts to go say they've seen a 24-hour sun with their own eyes, and therefore flat Earth is done for and the globe is proven, what's the way to combat that? Well, it's pretty easy. The first way, which is not the best way in my opinion, the first way would be to go join their trip. So again, they've invited 260 people. Anyone can sign up. You don't even have to tell them who you are, meaning you don't have to tell them you're a flat earther or that you're there to hold them accountable. Just go sign up because, hey, you're a fan of Captain Kirk and you want to go. That's one way you could do it, because then you could hold them accountable and you could actually be there and see what they're seeing. What is the best way, though, to combat this? And it's simple. You beat them to Antarctica. This is why, if you want, you can thank me, because we are going to Antarctica with the final experiment before them, completely before them. They don't get to Antarctica until December 19th. We will be there starting on December 14th, which means we will have 5 days of viewing the sun and observing the sun and documenting the sun to see what it does. That's the best way. So again, if this is a conspiracy and if they're going to lie about a 24-hour sun, I'm not going to let that happen. We are going to be in Antarctica 5 days in advance. We're going to document what the sun does, and we're going to make a huge deal about it before they even get there. And so if there is no 24-hour sun, my goal is for the whole world to know that before they even get there. If the sun sets, my goal is to let the whole world know that before they even get there. Not just know that from me, but from everybody who's there, from video evidence that we're going to be taking, from hopefully live streaming that we're going to be able to do in Antarctica. So we can literally prevent something from happening if it is going to happen. Now, that should excite you if you're worried. If you're worried about something, take action. Don't just complain about it and get everybody all worked up about it. If you're worried about something, take action ahead of time. Now, consider something, please. I do believe the final experiment is going to be possibly the greatest opportunity that's ever been presented to the flat Earth community. If you disagree, that's fine. I could be wrong. I don't know everything. I don't know everything that's happened. I am new to this debate. I'm only, less than 3 years into it. But if there's been a greater opportunity presented to the flat Earth community, please just tell me what it is, because I don't know what it is. The opportunity I'm presenting is a way to get somewhere which would provide evidence that would literally shut the globe side up. And if you think I'm kidding, take a look at what some of the globe side have already said. They're already stating that they will stop fighting flat Earth, that they will delete their videos on their channels. They will publicly admit that we live on a globe. This is an incredible opportunity. And think about this. There is now so many people going to Antarctica this December, hundreds, maybe more. But just on this William Shatner trip and on the Antarctic Logistics and Expeditions trip, there will be hundreds of people going to Antarctica. And so that's potentially hundreds of people who can testify to what was seen in Antarctica, what the sun was doing. Wouldn't it be a shame? Wouldn't it be horrible for something like this to happen and not a single flat earther went? Wouldn't that be terrible? And it would be even worse considering we now have 3 flat earthers that have been offered to have their expenses paid to go to Antarctica this December. I don't think this is what anybody wants, is for no flat earther to go to Antarctica this December. I can only do so much. My credibility is going to be questioned just because of the fact that I'm on the globe side. I'll do my best, but wouldn't it be better if a flat earther was there? So again, 3 flat earthers have been offered for their expenses paid to go to Antarctica. Jaron Campanella of Jaronism, Austin Whitsitt of Whitsitt Gets It, and then Alex Stein, Primetime 99, Tim Pool offered to pay for him to go to Antarctica. So anyway, again, this Scott Kelly thing, I can't make a lot of sense of it. Why does a NASA astronaut need to go to Antarctica? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And again, if they are planning on lying about a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, we have to stop it. And I want truth. That's why I set up the final experiment, is to figure out the truth once and for all, not only about the shape of the Earth, but about what the sun does in Antarctica. And I do need to give credit where credit is due. And it is the flat earthers that showed me the importance of this. It was Dean Odle saying from the stage in his debate with Greg Locke, which I was present, that if we want to solve this debate, we should just go to Antarctica and see what the sun does. And he said, if it does a circle around the sky above our heads, then we live on a globe. But he said on a flat Earth, correctly, the sun should come in from the northeast and go out to the northwest and essentially never go behind you. It was Flat Earth Dave saying that a 24-hour sun can't work on a flat Earth. It was Nathan Oakley saying that there is no 24-hour sun in the south. It was Austin Whitsitt saying that the globe model predicts a 24-hour sun in the south, but that there isn't one. And it was Austin Whitsitt as well, who was stating that he was already planning on going to Antarctica this December, specifically to check out this supposed 24-hour sun. So thank you, flat earthers, for helping me understand the importance of Antarctica and the importance of the 24-hour sun. I should also give a shout out to Taboo Conspiracy. Your talk, you said Antarctica holds the key to the shape of the Earth and how important it would be for flat earthers or anybody to get to Antarctica. So I have made this a reality. I'm not feeling the love and I'm not feeling any thanks for this, but that's okay. I understand everybody's heated about this debate. And again, apparently I'm on the wrong side. Here's the good news. I am trying to create a buzz with the final experiment, and I'm trying to make it big because whatever the truth is, that's what I'm going to reveal. Whatever the truth is, that's what I'm going to reveal. And I've set this up in such a way with participants from each side, with paying for each side, with who knows how many cameras we're going to have documenting this. I've set it up in such a way where it's not going to be easy. It'll pretty much be impossible for someone to lie and cover up what everybody else is seeing, what everybody else is recording, what everybody else is documenting. And so here's the deal. My job is to make sure that whatever happens in Antarctica this December with the sun gets exposed to the world. There will be no more question after 2024 of what happens in Antarctica with the sun. And if it sets, all these globe people are going to have to be held accountable. They're going to have to apologize. They're going to have to say they were wrong. And everybody that has said they're going to delete their videos and delete their channels and stop fighting flat Earth, we're going to have to hold them accountable. But if there is a 24-hour sun, then we're going to have to acknowledge that we don't live on a flat stationary plane, that all of these models that have been put forth, all of these flat Earth maps that have been put forth are all wrong. And so that's fair. We are trying to find the truth. The truth will be found this December, and we are going to try to get that information to everyone. And I really do think this is going to be historic. And again, I think it's possibly the greatest opportunity in the history of flat Earth, especially if we live on a flat Earth. What greater opportunity have you heard of that's been presented to expose the truth of the flat Earth to the world? Because I'm on the globe side, this is getting probably a lot more attention than it would if I were a flat earther. And because I'm including both sides, it's also getting more attention. So that's the goal. Get the information out to as many people as possible, and let's find out the truth. Awesome. All right. Thanks. Let's talk soon. Bye-bye.